Alright guys, this is high school practice. Sorry it took me a day or two to get it up, but I wanted to record some voiceover coaching stuff. So here we are with Oliver and Dustin. Let's see, I want you guys to notice, basically Oliver's doing a pretty good job here, and it's just a good example of a crew sort of not working in sync. Basically it's just because they haven't sailed together very long. You can see when they roll, they're not really in sync. Dustin's not moving up to the rail enough, really, to help flatten there. This is Paul and Travis. These guys are doing pretty much the best tacks out there that day. I want you guys to watch how they're in sync together. They roll together. They come up and flatten together. Travis does a really good job as a crew of flattening hard and then moving back in to the middle of the boat. Here's a good example of it here. He flattens super hard and then immediately moves back into the center of the boat to keep the boat from rolling too much to windward. He doesn't do it quite enough. You can see it here in slow motion. They start out really well. He watches the boat is super flat going into the turn to keep it from slipping sideways too much. They roll at the right time. Oliver's pulling the sail, Travis is pulling the sail over with him. They look like one person right there coming over to flatten super hard. The sails are in. Travis didn't move into the center quick enough there. That was the only thing wrong with that. So these guys, the wind's a little lighter here, a little harder to do these tacks. Spencer, this was a better tack than their first one.
Next boat, get ready to go.
But notice how they go into the tack heel to windward, meaning that this is the same tack. They're heel to windward the whole way through, so they're sort of sliding the boat through. There's never a real roll. They just kind of slide into it. The boat sort of falls over, and then they sort of get out of it somehow. This one was a better tack, but this is the example of not rolling hard enough and not having the boat in the right position as you go into the tack. Sky and Steven, this is good. This is, boat's nice and flat through the entry. They roll at the right time. They're moving together. All that you can really improve on here is rolling harder. The rudder doesn't really come out of the water. They're not, they could get that boat. Oh, that was good. That was a lot better. But they could still just work on really powering through it a lot more. Papa and Hunter. Again, another example of a crew. Both you guys haven't sailed together too much, and so you're sort of out of sync and not really moving together. There's, that's the kind of stuff that just takes time in the boat together, working on that kind of stuff. That was a good roll, Hunter. Tucker and Jake. These were pretty good, except for one thing here. So Jake's doing a really good job as a crew of Jake's actually doing a really good job. Watch as he rolls really hard and then jumps up, extends all the way out, and then immediately moves back into the middle. That's basically what Travis was doing, but I'd say almost better. Watch what Tucker's doing though. Is Tucker? This might be important for you to watch here. You let your sail go right as you should be using it to power the boat through the roll and get a speed boost. Here's a really good shot of it in slow motion. Watch, you roll the boat well. You guys are in time, rolling well. Now right here, when you should be pumping the boat and flattening hard, you let the sail out, and that just lets all your air escape and doesn't give you any, doesn't squirt you out like it should when you flatten. Carly and Savannah. Good tacks. You guys roll together at the right time and very well. I think you got a little out of control here. You were sort of not quick enough to flatten or something like that. You were lucky it was light. Notice how far over to windward that boat got. It heeled to windward. The crews are responsible for all this stuff as far as heeling the boat and rolling at the right time.
All the way up, all the way up. Hey, that was good.
Crews need to roll the boat and also be in charge of flattening it and keeping it from rolling over on top of them when they, in other words, like to windward when they flatten. So that means flattening hard, but sort of immediately after flattening, you sort of move back into the center of the boat to keep it from over flattening.
Big roll, big roll. Roll hard now. Jump, 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 jump. All the way up. There you go. That was the best tack. Roll hard. Now jump, 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 jump.
That was probably the best,
There you
better
go.
tack
That
of the three for them.
Wait.
And
Now
let's
sit
see,
down.
this
Don't
is
move, don't move, don't move,
Andrew
don't move.
and
There you
Cassidy.
go.
You know, just another, you know, these last few
You need to
teams
roll
haven't
and
really
wait on
sailed
that
as
low
much
side
as
a
the
little bit
first few,
longer,
and so
okay? Try it
it's
again.
noticeable just the sort of timing
Go again.
that you get from sailing with another person for a long time and really moving together and learning how the other person works. For these, I had Cassidy
Keep your foot on
timing the
the rail,
rolls because
Andrew.
she has a little more experience with roll tacks, so Andrew was
Stay
kind
there,
of
stay
following
there,
her
stay
lead,
there.
and the
Now
rolls
go.
were
That was a
decent.
lot better. Do that one more
Um,
time. Cassie, walk him
that
through.
wasn't bad, and Andrew, you've improved a lot over the course of the day,
One more.
actually,
Come on,
after
let's go.
we filmed this.
Wait. Now roll.
This is a common beginner mistake is moving up off the rail
Okay.
before. Watch as Andrew,
Wait,
you know, Cassie is about to roll right now, and
roll.
Andrew's already moving up to cross the boat. That's why we do that rudder out of the water drill to get you guys used to heeling the boat. So this is one more time the best example, the best tack of the day. I want you guys to watch Travis really carefully as he rolls the boat in sync with Paul. They're crossing the boat at the exact same time. Travis goes all the way up, crosses the whole boat, and then flattens super hard. They flatten a little bit too much here, get a little heel to windward, but otherwise this was really good.